Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly preview Gordian Rooms, A Curious Heritage. It's important to stress that what you're looking at here is a pre-release of the Prologue. The Prologue will be made available to everyone in about 3 or 4 days as of the date of this recording. The Prologue just simply includes the basement level. The full game will have 3 more levels on top of that. So, what are you doing in this game? Well, it's one of those escape room games. You're going to be fumbling around in an area that you're given in order to try and get out of there. Usually these puzzles will lead from one to the other, so there's kind of a progression there. For example, in the basement level, whenever you go down the steps leading into the basement, the entire area is dark, and you have to solve an immediate puzzle in order to progress into the rest of the basement. And then from there, you'll find various objects that interact with the various puzzles. Sometimes you'll find keys that you can use to unlock drawers or what have you. If you've ever played an escape room game before, then you'll feel right at home with this one. One critique that I had with it so far, and I don't want to critique a prologue / preview too much, but this is just something for the developers to keep in mind. The camera controls, I think, were a bit off. For example, if I wanted to look up and to the right, I had to click and hold a mouse button and then drag the mouse, however, in the opposite direction. So if I want to look up and right, I had to click and drag down and left. So the controls are inverted. I don't like that. I don't know why, it's just I don't like that control scheme, and there's no way to change that as far as I can see in the options menu. Now, speaking of the backbone of the game, there are multiple save files, so you don't have to worry about, oh, well, my kid wants to play too, I don't want him ruining my progress. Well, luckily, there's multiple save files available, so, you know, you can have one, your kids can have one, your wife or whoever can have one. That's totally cool. So I like that. And I like how easy this game is in terms of moving around and clicking on things, right mouse button, backing out. That's pretty good. Again, my only real complaint with the game so far is just the control scheme, looking around. Like, interacting wasn't bad, but looking, that was a completely different thing. I kept dragging the mouse in the wrong direction constantly, but so it goes. So there's not much else to say about this. It's an escape room game. You're going to be solving puzzles. There are plenty of games like this, so it's not like I don't want to talk your ear off for 10 minutes about something that, you know, has been done many times before. I would simply say I like the theme, I like the setting. This is one of those Victorian-esque themed games. They don't take place in modern times. It's more, you know, old-timey feel. You know, there's old-style cameras and other things that you might run into. That's cool. I like the old vintage, old-style Victorian stuff when it comes to games like this. So that just added some extra, you know, pleasantness to the theme. But anyway, yeah, it's an escape room. Again, there's going to be 3 more levels on top of the prologue, and like I said, the prologue will be available in about, I want to say 3 or 4 days as of the date of this recording. So this is something that you may want to wish list and follow should you like these kinds of games. I honestly wish there were more like this on the market, just because I enjoy puzzles. I enjoy escape room games. Speaking of escape rooms, though, a lot of escape room games I've played have some kind of timer. In the last one I played, I don't remember the name of it, but in the last one I played, you can actually enable or disable the timer. There is no timer in this game as far as I can tell. It's just get through the level whenever. I like the casualness of that, but for those of you that like to be rushed and like to be timed, and, you know, to be fair, an escape room is typically, you've got 60 minutes to get out of here or else you lose. That's what an escape room usually is. So to call this an escape room and not have a timer associated with it, as far as I can see, there is no timer. Then I don't think this is more of a puzzler than an escape room. The game was advertised to me as an escape room. In fact, it says so right on the Steam store page. Gordian Rooms, A Curious Heritage is a Victorian escape game where you solve various puzzles in your late uncle's mansion. So, like, it was advertised to me as an escape room. I don't see it as such. I see it as more of a puzzle game. Yeah, there's get out of there, sure, but there's no timer. Would I use the timer? No. I'm just simply saying, for a game like this, I would expect both and letting the user toggle it on or off. But that's just my personal opinion. Other than that, I mean, escape room games or puzzle games, they're pretty fun. I mean, they're good ways to pass the time and to keep your mind ticking. So yeah, go check this one out. If you guys haven't already, subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.